Hey, Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Rocky. Let's get into it. I want to call this lesson Spirit over Matter. Spirits over matter. Have you ever heard that term? Mind over matter. You know that term going into you conquering yourself. You discipline yourself through your will, through the will of your mind, through the will of your spirit to conquer your flesh. You know, to conquer our flesh, to have control, a good grasp, a good hold on our flesh, especially during these times, because we're coming into some dangerous times that a truly carnal and fleshly decision could cost you your life, can cost you to be in a horrible situation, That's why through the word given to us by Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, we must conquer this flesh. I know once coming into the truth, like the full truth, I started becoming health conscious, started becoming conscious of looks and appearances, things of that nature. Like, I literally enjoy watching videos about, health, breaking down of them words of what does that do? What does this disease do? What does this vegetable help with? What does this vitamin help with? That you start to hunger for what? Wisdom, to become better. To better at what? Conquering his flesh and pleasing Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. For the work's sake. You start to want to listen more to scriptures or a video. Because a lot of this stuff out here, is just nonsense. It has become aggravating. That's why in these last days, men have been on a more disciplinary way of life. You see that discipline head has reared up. When you go on videos, sometimes it's in the so-called manosphere, the manosphere realm of the internet, and they always talking about, hey, just do something, exercise, don't always give in to your lust, maybe separate some time to yourself. People say that in the manosphere, but over here in the truth, we say that, but like use the scriptures like do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Mind the time when you're around the indiscreet. Take some time to yourself to separate yourself, fast, do a fast, pray, read. We've gotten to all these things to what? Conquer this flesh. Because if you don't, that flesh will conquer you and cause you to do and say dumb things. I know we all have experienced something like that. And I'm gonna get some let's get some precepts, man. This is Psalms chapter 25, last verse 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So like it. But you hear that? You're defenseless. Why? You're defenseless. Each time your craving come out, you get that sensationalism and you go directly after it. You go directly after it. You know, you buy this on impulse. You do this on impulse. You got a little bit hungry, like your taste buds just tickle. You already ate, but your taste buds, something kick in, and you go and buy something and gorge yourself on food, even though you was already full, even though your body was already satisfied. You know, you know, and on a spiritual aspect, this word is enough. This word is enough. But what people would get, people would get, they that listen have itching ears to hear something else. Be like, I want to hear something new. That's like someone who want to try different food. Just they call themselves foodies, eating all this different. Slack eating all these different abominations, abominable foods. No matter what it is, as long as they eating, you know, it's just like in the spirit that you always partake in all these different doctrine because you like the sound of that, you like the sound of this. Nah, you are a city that is broken down and without walls. Have some discipline, you know, because if the flesh conquer you, it will make you say and do dumb things. Things you will regret, things you will always keep kicking yourself, face palming yourself over. You know. That's why we must have this word within us, within our mind. You know, we have to always have them. We have to always be thinking on them. You know, because they're gonna be a help. They're gonna be a help. Listen to this. This is Ephesians chapter 6. Verse 11, listen. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand the wiles of the devil. The devil can, use your lust, your appetite as a weapon against you. He'll use that your appetite against you and cause you to stumble. You know? And that physical devil gonna do the same thing in a time of Jacob's trouble. He gonna dangle your family in front of you. He gonna dangle that old lifestyle in front of you. And it's gonna do them 2/3 dirty because what? Like you want your cigarette again? You want to be smoking a cigarette again? That nicotine? You gotta get this. You want them drugs again? You want to get back on drugs? You gotta get this. They ain't gonna say that, but they only gonna be able to get those things if they have that charagma. You know. They gonna dangle that lust. They gonna dangle that lust. That's why you need to put on that whole armor. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's why it would be a good thing, to fast from now, fast now and then. I recently implemented OMAD, 1 meal a day, I recently implementing that. You know, I've been lapsing. You know, ain't finna do no line. Ain't finna do none of that. I've been lapsing, but not like no serious lapse. But it's been good on my body. You know, I'm working myself up to to fully do it. Then after that, do a whole thing. You know, I'm trying to stay consistent with that because it's very helpful. It's very helpful. Why am I implementing that? Well, to strengthen my spirit and also to combat this flesh. Cause this flesh, man, this flesh. Once you really try to attack the flesh, bro, sisters and bros, that flesh kick back. That flesh has a kick. you know, that flesh has a kick. You know, listen to this. Listen. Cause that flesh, I'm telling you, that flesh is a detriment. This is Galatians. Shalaki. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. Listen, for the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. And you see that because what? When you trying to strengthen the spirit, when you trying to strengthen your mind, what you do? What you do? What scripture says it would be best for you to do? Separate for those lesser things, fast. And what the flesh want to do? Fill itself. It want them calories. It want them that sugar. It want that fat. But what the spirit said, nah, cut that off for a minute. Cut that off in a minute. Yes, seek inward and upward. You know? You know? These two are contrary. So when you walk after the spirit, you gonna be, it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle, Listen, but if ye be led by the spirit, ye are not under the law, but the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these. Listen, adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, sedition, heresy, envying, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I also told you in time past, that they which do these things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see, all those things come from that lust, cause that impulse of the flesh will draw you. It's like a post, one post. Oh, you move forward. Second post, you move forward. Third post, you doing it. You keep going further and further and further. Them impulse would take you down a route you don't want to go. But listen to this, verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have long suffering. A lot of people don't have gentleness. Verse 23, meekness, temperance, against such there is no law. So I say this as a man, it's best to combat this flesh before the time comes upon us, and that time being Jacob's trouble. It's best to, you subdue this flesh. Subdue that flesh before the war begins, because you don't want to have to be warring with yourself while you're surrounded, while you're in a war, and while you have to survive. You don't want to be at war with yourself. Spirit over matter, you know. So with that, I hope you was edified. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.